Yeah, I think I'm going. Okay, I'll just do the introduction. So, it's April the 7th, 2016. I'm David Gregory, and I'm talking with Dave Rolston about Summerland stuff. We'll just meander all around. How's that, Dave?
That sounds
Yeah,
good.
sounds good. I'll just put it here just so they can hear your voice good.
Yeah.
Anyway, well, Dave, I don't know what things you want to talk about. Do you want to talk about Meadow Valley a little bit, or?
Yeah, Meadow Valley was my home for probably from 60 to for 18 years. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it had originally been settled by the Monroes. The lake had been drained for the hayfields.
Yeah.
And
Is your property near where that is?
pardon me.
Was your property where the old lake was?
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Henry Monroe had diverted the water and drained the lake and had made a tremendous field out of about 150 acres of all the lake bed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know. We might use this for the museum, so maybe I'll just explain stuff too.
Yeah.
So there used to be an old dark lake, and Finley Monroe diverted the water from Dark Creek to Trout Creek, so the lake disappeared. So that's what Dave's talking about.
Yeah.
Do you know much about the story about it?
Well, I don't know too much about it. I know they told me what he did was change the course of the water so it couldn't come into that particular area. And then he went out in the center of the lake, wasn't too deep, and he drilled holes down until he hit the gravel,
Yeah.
and took the water out through the bottom.
Oh yeah. Is
Yeah.
that? Do you think that's true?
Yeah.
Did he
Yeah, I
throw-
think he did. He was
Oh yeah.
he was a ingenious old Scot, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now the natives used to fish there. Did you find any native artifacts
I
in that
never
area?
did. No,
Oh, yeah?
never did find anything like that
Uh,
in there. There's a terrific spring came out from under there, depending on how the lake was, I guess, and that flowed into Garnet Lake. Eh?
yeah.
Yeah.
Now one of the things I've been trying to get a picture of, and so far nothing, is the bridge over Garnet Lake.
The bridge.
The bridge that used to go over Garnet Lake.
Oh, yeah. I was wondering about that. You can't still see it under the water.
You can see it a bit on the you can see it in the
Yeah.
water. Yeah, the
Yeah.
different pylons and stuff.
Yeah, because they used to come right through from Fairview, right through on that side of the valley, eh?
Yeah, yeah.
And down through and across Garnet Lake and out to the Antlers.
You don't have a photo of the bridge, do you?
No.
Oh, gee.
No.
I've been looking and looking, so far nothing. I have an aerial photograph that might show it,
Oh, yeah.
but that's as far as I got.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah, that would be, it'd be good to get that. I was wondering how that showed up now, because when you think of it, Dave, it's been, we came there in 60, so it's 50 some years since I first saw that bridge,
yeah.
and it's still holding together.
Well, you can see the pylons in the water in the lake, but
Yeah.
nothing.
Nothing on the
On
top.
the top at all,
So
zero.
the top was all on it when we moved there.
Sorry?
Yeah, the top was still on.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Could you travel on it?
Oh, if the water had been low enough.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't remember seeing any, platform. Just the pylons where the
Oh,
bridge
yeah.
was. I didn't see the.
No, the platform was there
Uh,
when we moved there. Yeah.
uh.
Yeah.
What about the ski hill? Can you tell me something about the ski hill?
The ski hill.
Were you a skier?
No, I wasn't. No.
Yeah.
No. All I know about the ski hill was that Phil Monroe and Dave. Oh, what's his name? It was the alderman, the orchardist.
Hermiston?
No,
Powell?
Powell.
Yeah, Walter Powell.
They were the
Yeah.
ones that
Yeah.
started that, and actually they had the ski hill in their name, I think, for some legal reasons anyway.
Yeah. I think Eggers were involved with that a bit, I think.
In that ski hill?
Yeah.
Oh, probably a couple hundred, I imagine.
Yeah.
And they'd take the bottom of the ski hill was our private land, but that wasn't a problem. They built a cabin there, and they had the fence into the field so they could take it down, so that they could run right across the road and out into the hayfield if need be.
Yeah, yeah.
And then they constructed that first, I think that was one of the first ski jumps
Yeah, yeah.
in the southern part of the province.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Don Egger and a bunch of them, they worked pretty hard at that. And it was a great place for kids to learn to ski. Yeah. Yeah, I wasn't a skier, but my kids all learned to ski there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, on your property, you never found any artifacts, native artifacts?
I never found a thing like that, no.
Oh yeah, huh? Because I think that was more the native trail. Was that Meadow Valley part?
That was more which?
Native trail. That was where the old native
Yeah.
trail was.
Yeah, I think you're right. I know even in, well, before we moved to Summerland, we were living at Oliver Myers Flats,
Oh yeah.
and the natives used to come, the Pierres especially, would always ride up through that way, going home.
Yeah, yeah.
And through Marin Valley
Yeah.
and down through Meadow Valley.
I didn't know you lived in Oliver. When did you live in Oliver?
Oh, when we first were married, about 48, I guess.
Oh yeah.
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 Yeah, I ran the ranch for Oscar Matson, who was Mayor of Penticton.
Oh.
Yeah. And that was the old Babe Kruger Ranch. And, yeah.
I lived in Oliver for 2 years
Oh, did you?
before I moved to Summerland. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So, anyway.
Oh, we enjoyed Oliver. It was an interesting place, and a lot of history down there from the old Val Haynes estate.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, his barn and his ranch house is still hanging in there, but not very well. It's falling apart pretty quick.
Which one is that?
The Haynes Ranch
Oh, yeah.
house,
Yeah.
yeah, it's falling apart.
Yeah. Oh, Val used to come and visit us all the time.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he was visiting us, having coffee when we heard Billy Kruger had died. And they'd been kind of contemporaries, I guess, all
Yeah.
through their lives.
Yeah.
And
What was Val like?
Pardon me?
What was Val like?
What was he like?
Yeah.
A typical old cattleman,
Oh, yeah.
a good cattleman, a real good cow man, but he had his way of doing things, and that was that he moved his cattle on the same day every year. It didn't matter what the weather was, as long as he had a Mickey whiskey to drink on the way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And he was sitting having coffee with us when they announced that Billy Kruger had died. And of course Billy never drank or anything. Bill says, "Oh, all the goody boys go first," he says.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He was a character. But he ran a good operation, and he ran it the same way for as long as he could hold in there. And then times change, and pressures come from every other direction on the cattle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, tell me a little bit about you, like when you're born and where you're born and when you met Teresa and.
Oh, I was born in Penticton
Yeah.
in 1927, and my dad was a baker there, but he passed away when I was 5, so I learned to work pretty early. I was going to work at 4 o'clock in the morning before I went to school at the bakery when I was 13.
So you worked at his bakery after he died.
I worked at the bakery in the mornings and then went to school. And grew up, and because my dad had passed away, I somehow or another, we had hired a baker, and he loved to fish, so he had the permission to fish at the branch at Farley Lake. So I'd go out with him fishing, and got to know the Brents, and wound up pretty well growing up with Ferdy Brent. It's kind of like a second father to me.
Oh yeah, wow.
Yeah. So someone at my door.
Just,
Hello.